Welcome to YLC, the Young Leaders Committee that promotes and grows youth leadership that ensures the future leaders lead from today by educating and inspiring them to soar higher and higher.
Welcome to YLC, the Young Leaders Committee, the platform that educates, enlightens, inspires, and walks young people into leadership from their youth. Young people, your leadership era begins today. No longer wait for tomorrow. We have been on the series Equipped but Restricted. To be equipped is vital to excellence in performance. However, there is the need for envisioning for the equipped worker to have corresponding upgrade in performance. And that's why today we are looking at the topic restriction and envisioning. We want to see how they relate and how they come in. Envisioning stems from vision. To envision is to imagine as a future possibility or to visualize. It is to imagine what a situation will be like in the future, especially a situation you intend to work towards. To envision may also be to help someone else catch a vision, buy into a vision or a project. This explains why a scholar says, if you envision something, you envisage it. Surely, envisioning is significant. That's why it has been said that it allows you to feel and see what can be based on the actions you take today for the future that you desire. Envisioning is a significant step in the process of success. This is because envisioning is a motivating strategy that stirs up passion and boosts commitment. It is true that inaction and indolence are sometimes a product of lack of vision. That calls for envisioning. Workers may not be motivated to put their new knowledge or skill to work because they have not been appropriately envisioned. At other times, the material equipment procured by the organization is not put to maximum use because the workers have not been envisioned or enthused. It will be helpful if you will take note of these challenges that could restrict you even when you have been equipped. 1. Cultural factors. It might be surprising but true that some workers' cultural backgrounds are allowed to affect their attitude at work. A measure of aversion to innovation could have cultural leanings and tribal considerations. People's perceptions are often determined by their cultural affinity. While what humans see could be fixed and objective, their interpretations of what they see are very likely to be influenced by their culture. There is also the culture of organizations that could contribute to workers' attitude to even their equipment. For instance, if an organization has the culture of not paying training fees or bonuses at all or in time, workers might not be excited to put their equipment to work after attending a training for new skills or even appreciate a new equipment bought for their use by the organization. Let's look at number 2, personality issues. A scholar defines personality as the enduring characteristics and behavior that comprise a person's unique adjustment to life, including major traits, interests, drives, values, self-concept, abilities, and emotional patterns. Someone else says that personality embraces moods, attitudes, and opinions, and is most clearly expressed in interactions with other people. It includes behavioral characteristics, both inherent and acquired, that distinguish one person from another and can be observed in people's relations to the environment and to the social group. Personality is therefore a strong and significant factor in appreciating and putting to use equipment received, whether it's training or material. It predisposes one worker to appreciate and another to disdain what he has received as equipment. And that's why it's important. Number 3, psychological challenges. Psychological issues are closely related to personality factors. But there's more to psychological factors than personality. Hence, this section. 2 such psychological issues to briefly discuss here and how they may cause restriction are perception and motivation. The perception of a worker will impinge on his attitude to work, people, and even the equipment he receives. It will determine the value he places on what he receives. In a similar vein, one worker may be utterly motivated by his equipment, while another may be nonchalant about it. It's basically a personality affair. This affects even external restrictions on the part of the worker who has been equipped. Let's go now to number 4. Ugly previous experience. An ugly previous experience has the propensity to constitute a serious restriction to an equipped worker. Workers who suffer from perfectionist tendencies can even hallucinate over ugly past until their ugly past makes them ugly persons. This ought not to be, but it depends on the personality and resilience of the worker. There are even workers who could be scared stiff by other people's ugly experiences and consequently be restricted though equipped. Number 5, which is the last we are looking at, societal issues. A significant restricting factor in society that could affect envisioning is how a number of people in our society, or we are accustomed to, interact with, see things, do things, or expect us to do things. Prevailing occurrences in society can also affect our ability to envision our equipment. The views of some contemporaries may affect our appreciation of our equipment and consequently result in our failure to put it to use as expected. This is restriction occasioned by a negative influence. It is, however, possible to break off most of these challenges, and here are some of the approaches we recommend for your adoption. 1. Requisite knowledge is fundamental to handling most of these challenges. Right disposition and a large capacity to accommodate and process the acquired knowledge is vital and needful. Positive assimilation and adjustment to the situations that arise is essential to coping with those issues that you cannot circumvent or actually deal with. Skills to handle specific cases need to be acquired and wisely engaged as may be most profitable to you in your work. Further knowledge and skills are needful, as well as soliciting help from the right sources. And finally, negotiating built into direct open discussion with the relevant persons who could provide the needed solution is vital to resolving some of these issues. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, Young Leaders Committee is a mentoring group for the growth and stability of young leaders and prospective leaders. It promises potentials and opportunities for encountering all classes of young people and turning them around for excellence. Remember, registration has commenced. The earlier you get registered, the better your chances. You can use the link on the screen, www.getdamconsult.com, to register. It's free. We hope to meet you there.